Go.
Hey, welcome back. We are blessed tonight to have Captain Vineko Sanuchie with us. And Vineko, could you tell us about your service in law enforcement?
Well, I started law enforcement about 48 years ago, and my dad was in law enforcement, and so then I just kind of followed him into this career, and it's been a blessing to be able to be of service to people.
Read your book, and you share in your book that after a while in law enforcement, you started to have some troubles. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, financially we had some difficulties because my wife decided to not be as frugal as she used to be, and then she also had kind of a gambling addiction, and so she actually kind of gambled away our home, so we had been homeless for quite a while.
Yes, I remember reading that in the book. But then you go on to share some of the personal struggles that you had. And I think our folks watching tonight, especially, those who are at that same point in their lives would like to hear about that.
After my wife gambled our house away, I was in a tremendous depression, and I did start drinking a little, and it just grew into a major problem, and I did become an alcoholic. And also, that was one of the issues. I had more than that issue. I didn't have a lot of support through that time. Also, PSD from law enforcement and some of the things that I encountered and that I worked with caused some tremendous PTSD for me, PCs. And so it was a real struggle.
Yeah, Vineko, in the book, you tell in great detail about August 15th, 2020. From what I understand, there are several videos from that night when you rolled up on a scene. Can you kind of talk us through that, and maybe we can show a clip of the video?
The scene was, all I heard, 3 cars were involved and a truck, and also there was a motorcycle involved. So usually when we have, when we go on a scene like that, it's maybe a couple of cars, but this was more massive than that. And there were casualties and children involved. And
Vineko, so you started experiencing these troubles.
Yes.
How did you get help? How did you learn to,
first,
overcome your post-traumatic stress, right, and your alcoholism and being homeless? I mean, what happened?
Well, first the help I got was the Baileys I would put in my coffee. That's what started the alcoholism.
Okay.
And I just kept adding more and more Baileys until I didn't put any more coffee in it, and it was just strictly Baileys, vodka, rum. So that started the alcoholism. I didn't get a lot of support from my wife because she was still, in Vegas, and really never saw her much after that.
And she became a Vegas showgirl, is that? She
did.
Yeah.
She got into the feathers and started performing, and I didn't want to have any part of that. I did go to the Alcoholics Anonymous, got some support there, but the most support that I finally did get was from it was a truck, and it pulled up and it said the War of 180, and so they were helping people. Warrior, I think it was the War of 180, and they then offered me a lot of support and helped me to get back on the right track.
And I understand
What?
you have shared your story literally thousands of times with thousands and thousands of veterans and first responders, encouraging them to get the same assistance and support that you have received.
Yes, I have had the opportunity to be invited to a variety of conventions and conferences, and have had the opportunity to speak to literally thousands people.
Is it not true that in one of those conferences you met Steve Trigg?
I did. He was, he had a lot of issues. In fact, I had to direct him to get help elsewhere because kind of problems he had, I really wasn't able to deal with. I had him seek other really professional help. He needed a lot of help.
Is it not true that he received Disney counseling?
He did. He did Disney, and then he also received some counseling universally as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Could maybe you stay for another day and we keep doing this?
Absolutely.
All right.
Glad to do it.
All right. Thank you very much. It is great to have Vineko Sanuchie with us. So you want to check us out tomorrow night, and Vineko is going to be here. Send in your questions, and we'll look forward to hearing from you.